Wow. All right. Everybody knows how we do tier lists. We're gonna go through, and at the end, we're gonna call it audibles. Any changes? All right. Since this is a character development tier list, all right. These are the tiers, written to perfection, sharply built, good character development, fairly acceptable, could be better, and shit tier. Before we begin, are there any characters on here that both of y'all do not know?
Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some up in it. Who the fuck?
I'm assuming it's these right here.
I actually know.
Go back one.
I know two of them. Him.
What?
I know one.
Okay.
And I know the other guy. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, get the other guy. Yeah, I was about to say I know that one.
Anyone
who the
else?
fuck is the red hair? Who the fuck is the blonde chick with the red dress?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Don't know.
Yeah, no, her name's from her, ain't it? Oh, that's not her.
That's not Bisky.
That's not Biz.
Okay, I'll do that first time.
I don't know who this is.
I don't know who that is.
I know that is.
Who the fuck is the nigga with the fucking basketball shirt on?
These niggas is from Kuroko no Basket.
Okay, cool.
No, not that nigga. The top row next to fucking the homunculus.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Who's that nigga? Now I know those two from Kuroko no Basket. That looks like the girl from fucking from SAO, but they don't look like her.
Oh, that's not her.
Yeah, it's not her. Yeah, I don't know her. Wait a minute.
I know where she's from. I know the redhead,
I know where she's from.
She's from I saw the anime a little bit. What's the name of it?
She's a princess.
Yeah, she's a princess. Because
take that girl off. The last girl you just added, take her off. Red hair, short hair.
No. Me personally, mine will be.
Is she from Magi?
Nah, it's not Magi.
It's a warring princess anime.
Do you know a lot about her to be able to fully rate her?
I know enough. Yeah. I know enough.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, biased, but it's enough. I know enough about her.
I know a good bit. I just remember her name. Don't ask me her name.
Okay, if you don't know her name, then you might as well put it here.
No, I know what she. Yeah, I don't remember her name. The anime begins with the A.
Don't know the name. Don't know the anime. Put it there.
Like I said, the anime has kicked me at the moment. I'll tell you that much right now. But
So let's start off with the case solving. Detective Conan.
Detective Conan. Let's go.
Years.
How you feel about him?
Oh God! If I'm going off what I remember off of years ago,
I'd say he's fairly acceptable.
I think fairly acceptable. Because really,
that's just a smart nigga.
Yeah, just a really smart dude. To my understanding, he really doesn't change too much.
Yeah.
During the overall arc and story, he kind of just stays where he's at. He got his body back eventually. His normal body back. I don't know. Y'all will have to tell me that part.
Wait, y'all talking about Al?
No, we're talking about Detective Conan.
Oh. You're talking about Detective Conan.
Yo, you said body. I was confused.
Yeah.
Wasn't Detective Conan? Wasn't he got trapped as a kid?
I don't know what the show is about, to be honest with you.
That's the one thing I don't remember if he was trapped as a kid or not, but I do know he's fairly acceptable. He doesn't change much.
Yeah. Like I know when I remember when I was watching as a kid, somebody trapped him as a kid, and basically times he would be able to go to his adult form or teenage form. But currently, I don't know, because actually his show is longer than One Piece. That's a fact. His show is longer than One Piece, and it's still ongoing
to this day.
So when they hear One Piece is long, and I hear find a Detective Conan fan, I'm like, you can't talk. You can't talk.
So where would y'all put Ed?
Good development. Good development.
Yeah, good development. I agree with you on that one. Good development. Good development.
Good? You want to say you ran to perfection?
No, he's not reaching
No.
perfection. No.
Because Ed had to get out of his own way, because even in the end, even up to when he gave up his alchemy, he will even admit to you that he believed alchemy could solve everything. And how he got Ed's body back, Al's body back, is literally him accepting the fact that alchemy doesn't run everything.
Like, there's just certain things alchemy cannot do.
Right. Just like with his final monologue, he was like, all I am is just a human who couldn't even save a little girl. So he had, I wouldn't say at the end of the series he was written to perfection.
But if you're looking at it as a whole, I'd say is good development. You could make a case for sharply built.
Yeah. Because we can't take away from the fact Edge was severely smart. Smart to the point it got a lot of people killed. Which
Ed was so smart, he made dumb decisions because he thought he knew better.
Yes.
I can accept that. That.
Yep.
Oh, look, it's the man that's been running away from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Alright, so my nigga from A to the Square.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said the name.
Yeah. My nigga from A to the Square, he's gonna go. Yeah, fairly acceptable. Fairly acceptable.
Okay, because the whole thing with him is trying to break his. I'm mad at what his sister did to him. She nerfed the little shit out of him.
She nerfed the fuck out of that nigga.
I mean, like, she nerfed him, disappeared, and she just did her brother wrong. I'll say that. She did her brother wrong.
And what he's trying to say is his sister nerfed him as a baby and then disappeared, and he was living with that same nerf up until you get to A to the Score, and everything you see in A to the Score outside of like maybe 3 or 4 episodes is him nerfed. He's nerfed every the whole show.
And he's bodying characters that are developed. But his overall character is actually pretty good. Like, he got to get out of his own emotional way.
Yeah, that's why I say he's fairly acceptable. He box himself with his own emotions, but once he puts his mind to it, he works. He cooks.
Okay.
I know she's from Cowboy Bebop. Sharply built.
Hear me out. Written to perfection.
Joel, I don't know what you're doing in the back, Joel, but I can barely hear you. You keep cutting in and out.
So her specifically, I would say she's sharply built, but if you're going for the whole show, written to perfection.
Yeah. You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, written to perfection.
Written to perfection. Okay.
Wait, yeah, I have a question. Are we going based off the whole show or just the character?
It's the whole character development of the character throughout the entire show.
Oh, written to perfection. Written to perfection. No argument there.
Faye is one of them characters. Her development happens when she realizes she does not need her family. I swear to God.
I don't know where my phone is.
When she realized the family she needs is the nigga she's been working with for who knows how long, boy, nigga, you get them heartstring tugs. It's like,
especially when she go back and she been fighting the fact she loved this man just for him to just go. And she's like, why you go? For that whole scene.
No, baby, don't do it.
Oh my God, I love that scene. He's shooting the gun in the air. I'm like,
written to perfection. There's nothing wrong with Cowboy Bebop. I can't find a flaw in it.
Wow. All right, next guy.
My teenage snafu. It's a rom-com.
Snap Fu?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, man, I'm gonna tell you who he is. The main character, his whole problem is he's negative to a fault. He solves every situation by himself getting hurt, which everybody hates about him.
838.
Basically, in one situation, there was a dude that had liked the girl, and he overhears the girl saying at the time she doesn't want to date nobody. So what he does is when a guy's about to confess to the girl, he jumps in and say, "Hey, I like you," and the girl shoots him down. And you would think everybody be like, "Okay, cool," but everybody's mad because they're like, "Why do you constantly have to hurt yourself just to help us out?"
I'm not gonna lie. Snap Fu is sharply built.
Yes.
Snap Fu is sharply built.
Because like by the end of the series, he is written to perfection because he understands that he's like, I can say that's just about most of us. We rather go ahead and hurt ourselves before you hurt us. That's his whole character.
Yep, that's sharply built. And the reason why I'm giving it sharply built is because you're gonna end up hating him for a while, until you get closer to the end.
Especially when he picked old girl. Oh man.
9:30.
So, he gets sharply built. That's where he goes. I can't put him nowhere else.
Okay, Kuroko.
Kuroko no Best.
I don't know nothing about that.
All right, so Kuroko himself is. I'm not going to go on a tangent, but Kuroko himself throughout the whole show is. Wait, how many people have seen Kuroko no Basket?
I've seen like the first 12 episodes.
What's that, the basketball anime?
Rough put him up one. Good development. That's literally where he goes. Kagami goes in the same category.
All right. Jaleel.
Oh man.
Good development.
No.
It's
fairly acceptable.
It's fairy tale. Can't be any higher than fairly acceptable.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because and here's the reason why I give him fairly acceptable. Because realistically, he was bad because he wasn't even bad. It was just the fact who he was with at the time. But he became a good overall character. Dude got a whole baby on the way. Spoiler alert. My bad. I had to tell you that part.
Okay. Since
you know what?
Since Tef is not here, Genos.
Good development.
Yeah.
I mean, does he really develop?
Yeah, he's on a slow journey to get revenge.
So you can't give him good
Understanding how the world works.
Pause. Then you can't give him good development if he's still on a slow journey. You have to give him fairly acceptable.
Okay, yeah.
At best, like if you really need to push him up from could be better, you have to give him bottom of fairly acceptable.
Now I'm curious where y'all want Goku at.
Okay, this is a tough one. If we go off of the whole tangent that Goku knows nothing, then you put him at shit. But if you go off of overall, I wouldn't say rent to perfection. I'll say could be better.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Could be better is the perfect spot for Goku.
Damn, I wish could be better.
What are you judging that on?
Just character development of Goku, because like, have you really seen character development in Goku?
If you start from Dragon Ball, yes.
I start from Dragon Ball, yeah, but like
it could be better, bro. It just could be better.
And the thing is, I would say Dragon Ball is one of them shows that it is really not based off character development, depending on the character you're looking at.
Character development is niggas developing their fighting styles.
No, it's not. A real life example of character development for Goku was during the Cell games. His character developed in that moment of him realizing Gohan is not just like me. He don't just want to fight. So yeah, now I gotta own up and cover up this mistake I just made. That
Before
was
start.
development.
Okay.
That's character development at the expense of others.
That is character development, and I'll try to see what to add on to that.
I
At the
guess.
expense of everybody else. It's crazy.
Yeah. I guess. Just,
minimum had good development.
just for him to be technically right, so it could be better.
But it's good development.
I can give you fairly acceptable.
I can give you
All right,
five.
we can take that. And then I got a question about Genos. Why is Genos there?
Where do you want? Where do you want?
good development.
Nigga, where do you want Genos at?
Genos should be, I'm pretty sure, at the bottom. Like, because his character hasn't really developed at all. His motivations ain't changed. His method of going by his goals hasn't changed.
I thought he was gonna argue up higher. I thought you was gonna argue up higher.
Nah, because he in the final arc of his story in the webcomic before it ended. And, like, his character didn't change the whole time. It was like, yeah, I just got to get stronger. I just got to figure out how to get stronger. Nothing really changed.
Okay.
Non-playable character.
Greed, Full Metal Alchemist.
Good development. Good
Written to
development.
perfection. Written to perfection.
I was gonna say
would-
written to perfection too.
I wouldn't say perfection. Calm down now.
I'll say written to perfection. Where Greed started and where he ended, written to perfection.
Actually, this is about character development. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
And his time with Ling too. Yeah. Think about that.
Yeah. They got
Yeah.
a point.
Ling completely changed Greed.
Completely.
The whole speech
Made that man understand humanity.
They had
My bad, Joe.
monologue.
This man basically called him out and said, if you gave up on something you wanted, you don't deserve to call yourself greed. I said, this man's speaking bar. I said, that's a bar. That is a bar he just dropped. It went over people's head.
Yeah.
Where are my meows?
Ooh,
Where is
hold
my
on,
protection?
pause. I got breaking news. Netflix dropped a teaser trailer and the announcement date for Squid Game season 2,
Oh, say what?
December
what?
26th.
Say no more. Say no more. Ichigo. Good
Ichigo.
development. Good development. As far as it goes.
Good.
I say, me personally, fairly acceptable. Which will go
Okay,
into
so I wasn't the only one thinking that. I also want to say it's in the between that, either good development or fairly acceptable.
Good or fairly acceptable. Either way.
I was gonna say, I put him in good development. Most niggas would put him in fairly acceptable. Me personally, since I've watched the show to its integrity, it's good development.
Hey Zerker, remind me at the end of the pod to bring up a point about Bleach.
Because
trust me, I got a whole deep tangent coming in about the big three.
Yeah,
Because-
Bleach is getting a lot of hate recently, and I want Zerker to talk about it.
and the reason why I put him at good is because you have his arguments with White, and then you have his own arguments against other characters throughout the show, throughout the series and show, that kind of help Ichigo's character growth a lot.
How did his character grow?
How? Well, do you remember the instinct speech with White? Take that as a no.
The knights and horses, yes. That's when you come up. Okay, yeah.
Okay. How the fuck are you gonna protect somebody when you're sitting here when you're overthinking and being a little bitch? That's the nigga version of it. You can't protect nobody if you don't have the gut to get the job done the first time. You can't protect everybody. You can't save everybody. Sometimes you gotta kill a motherfucker. That was his whole. And he said, White says, and I quote,
Damn.
"I refuse to play horse to a king who's going to get us both killed." Meaning, Ichigo's own actions was going to directly get both of them killed. That's actually character growth.
Is that character development?
Yes.
You can hold on. Because I honestly I don't take that as character development because you can make the same argument for Goku in terms of that was more of in the battle type.
No, that wasn't just in the battle because he carried on that same mentality throughout the series.
Goku did too.
No, wait, what you mean Goku did you? That threw me off.
The point to Tell's point with him, the reason why I'm using Goku because that's a prime example of it. And it's, like I said, this goes into a tangent of mine about Bleach and the Big Three. Ichigo really didn't have character development throughout the show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I think about it, Ichigo was kind of stagnant. He always had that same drive and motive of always want to protect his friends and family, but he never really.
When it comes to the other Big Three, for each one of them is something different. Like,
to be honest, Ichigo is no different from Genos.
Did he need that pep talk? Yes, he did. But Ichigo's core character never changed.
Ichigo being no different from Genos is kind of hilarious.
Think about it. Just want to be strong enough to protect friends and family.
It kind of hit something there.
Because his core Ichigo, and this is nothing knocking his character, but his core character never changed.
Because Ichigo doesn't have motivation. I think that's what Joel was trying to say. Ichigo doesn't have a motivation.
He don't have a drive. He don't have an end goal like how everybody else do.
He has a passive motivation, so it's...
Because when we're introduced to Ichigo, even in a flashback, we see that he always is a ride or die for his friends. The argument can be made he had more friends along the journey, but his end goal was always the same.
I don't think he necessarily had an end goal, to be real with you.
Nah,
He never did. I was just saying that just to say that he never really had an end goal.
Oh, okay.
So Zerker, where you want him to settle in at? Could be better or fairly acceptable.
Okay, this is probably gonna be my bias, but I'll still take fairly acceptable. But
Okay.
but from what y'all were saying,
That's cool.
Nah, I would have been cool with fairly acceptable. I was thinking that too. That seemed like a good fit for it.
Yeah.
It's just that there's really nothing wrong with Ichigo. It's just he don't have an end goal like how everybody else do, and that's what kind of bothers people.
Because his end goal was always his main drive. I'm gonna go ride for my homies.
Deku.
I can't speak on this one.
Okay.
Written to perfection.
I can't say
Good.
that.
I'll put him in good. That's it.
He has good development.
Good
Hear me
development.
out. And this will always tie in. Deku's one of them people that let his moral compass continually get in his way, even when he knows it's wrong. You can argue after he had his old vigilante thing, he had a progression and then a regression after that.
Where was the regression at?
When him not wanting to kill on Shigaraki.
I was gonna say that same thing too.
Like, hear me out. Trust me, I understand as a character, you have your drive, you don't want to do something, but at that point in time, Deku put all his the Deku we should have got is the one that took out Muscular. I'm sorry, that's the one that we should have got. The one that handled Muscular when they went 1-on-1, he pulled up and was like, "Hey, bro, not playing them games, taking you out." The same Deku that was wasting everybody that all for one sent to him. That's the one we needed when it's time to fight Shigaraki. Not the Deku. Oh, I'm gonna save him. But nah, bro. No, bro. No. And in the end,
I think I may have a counter for that. I think I may have a counter if you want to hear me out.
Okay.
He was even talking about saving Shigaraki while he was fighting Muscular. What are you talking about?
no, I'm just saying I wanted that. I know that. I'm just saying I wanted that. The one that took out Muscular. That's the Deku I wanted. Like, it would want this, but
That is the Deku he got. That's the Deku who was willing to do anything to stop him but kill.
Real man, bro.
Yeah, but like at some point you gotta like I don't know.
Trust me,
He
I like
was
that
he. I
character.
liked him. I think he's a good written character, but like to the extent he went for Shiggy was kind of like OD, and that's what kind of like draws me back off of like perfectly written. Because if he was
And I could
perfectly written, it would make more sense to everybody to like why he's doing what he's doing.
allow me to rebuttal real quick. It's just a small one though, but hear me out. What if the reason why he didn't kill Shigaraki is because of the fact that he was trying to complete a certain type of quota that All Might couldn't pull off, which was trying to save people in a real life crisis without having any casualties, including the villain, while trying to save the villain at the same time.
I'm cool.
No,
The rebuttal to that point. Do you know how many villains and heroes and people were dead by that point? That first war kind of took that out the equation, bro.
Actually, no, it didn't. That first war stood as even more of a reason why the world needed another symbol of peace.
right. So I think if anything, it inspired Deku's drive further to try to save as much people as he can, even if it would be a villain. But that's just my tidbit.
I hear you, but hear me out on this one. I see it as him still idolizing All Might. Because at the end of the day, it's symbol of who Shigaraki is to All Might. I feel like he still was trying to pay All Might back for what he did for him. And saving Shigaraki was one of those notches. Did he accomplish that goal? Heck no, because to the end that motherfucker said I'm stealing him. But yeah.
Oh, be right back.
Overall, I still like Shigaraki's character. Don't get it twisted. I mean, Deku's character. I still like the character.
We gonna move on. Jalal?
Yeah, Jalal. Could be better.
Before or after Genos?
All the above.
JoJo's the original.
Jonathan Joestar? Oh yeah, that man got good development.
Oh, I was gonna put him sharply built.
Sharp. Yeah, put him sharply built. Yeah, sharply built. Yes, sir.
The granddad,
That's
Jonathan.
You mean Joseph?
Joseph.
That's the grandson.
Yeah, Joseph. Good.
Yeah, put him right next to him. Sharply built. I like him too.
All right. Kakashi.
Sharply built.
This is my bias. But I say Rich.
Sharply built.
That my bias says I'll give you the sharply built, but my bias says written to perfection.
You said written to perfection?
Yes, especially when you add in his backstory and
That's the only reason why I said sharply built.
his actual character progression and how everything played out for him.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let you have it as we're into perfection, but I might want to reevaluate when we come back through.
Cool. Like I said, it's either one of them. And that's personal bias. Bakugo,
Bakugo written to perfection.
written to perfection. I'm gonna say go to the list for Bakugo.
You said Bakugo written to perfection? Yeah. I can't deny him. He is Zuko 2.0.
Kazuma.
What's he from? The name sounds.
Konosuba.
Oh, it's my pissy body.
Ain't it the one that was in between the titties of a trainee? Something like that.
Okay,
I didn't see the anime, but I heard that shit was funny.
So
character
it's gonna sound. I was gonna say this is gonna sound crazy, but I give him sharply built.
I give him sharply built too. I said good, but I'll take sharp.
Because he changed a lot. I will say that.
He grows. He grows a lot.
Do I like his growth? No. But he grows.
He grows.
He grows. I give him he grows.
This nigga here, that nigga right there. Where do I want to put this nigga? Where do I want to put Mr. Four Eyes?
He's good. He's good. I won't say he's perfect. He ride the middle. He cool. He cool. Ken Kaneki.
Perfectly rich.
You know, I can't even find an argument in that.
Nope.
I can't even find an argument in that.
Not at
To
all.
be honest, I was looking for an argument, but I couldn't find one.
This
You can
guy.
debate. The anime is called Seven. Trinity Seven.
Oh,
that
that's
nigga
what
from Trinity
he's from.
Seven?
Yes, Trinity
Written to
Seven.
perfection. Written to perfection. Written to perfection or sharply built. I've seen this. I've watched the anime in its integrity.
Even though technically speaking, he does. But you know what? When it comes to with the get down, he is with it. I say
Written to
sharp
perfection.
written to perfection. Jesus
It's
Christ.
either written to perfection. He's top two. He's either written to perfection or sharply built. No in between. My nigga from Ronin Kenshin, written to perfection. Written to perfection.
Okay.
Kirito. Kirito.
I'm not gonna lie.
Kirito.
So, show aside, show and bias aside, sharply built. Sharply built can make an argument for written, but I put him in sharply built.
I hate Kirito's character though.
You can hate his character, but
Kirito?
Hold on. I want to see what he's basing
This
the
one,
sharply built on.
Kirito's character.
What are you basing it off of?
what am I basing it on?
Yeah.
All the way up to Alicization. Fuck, I cannot pronounce that
Okay.
word.
If you got elitization, because I know that's where he gets his character development from.
Yeah,
Okay.
I give you that one. I give you that one.
I was basing it because I loved SAO, so I watched all of it up to Alicization and finished.
Okay.
I'm up to Alicization. He's sharply built.
If you didn't finish elitization, I was going to go ahead and just drop this nigga lower. But okay.
No, I did.
Uh,
Kuro Sensei.
His character development is based on the kids.
Really, you could before the kids. Really before the kids. Remember the original teacher changed him, and he did everything for the sake of the kids.
I know, and but you also have to think about it. He did everything for the sake of the kids, but at the same time, he also, that's what I said, you can base it off the kids because his whole goal was the kids, and they turned out. He'd be more upset with himself in the afterlife if they didn't turn out how he wanted them to turn out, but to be functioning members of society, even though they were all misfits, which he succeeded.
That man had a whole assassin on his side, bro. Man had a whole assassin, bro.
So that's why I said you base his off of the kids, and if you're gonna do that, you can make an argument for written.
You could make the argument for written perfectly. You can make the argument for that.
Okay.
All right, let me get a 12 piece.
Sharply built then.
Yeah.
Who is this nigga?
Water.
Water, can I be on for you today?
Yes.
I don't know why I think somebody from Digimon.
Flip it to a cup nugget, medium fry, medium water, and what you get skin today. So is 10
Gino.
Next is my boy, the GOAT,
Lelouch.
Lelouch.
Written to perfection. Written to perfection. There is no other category he belongs. This is not bias. This is a fact.
Next is the girl from Certain Magical Index and Certain Magical Railgun. She's cool. Fairly
Oh, you talking about Railgun?
yeah.
I forgot her name. Yeah, she's good. She's alright. Luffy, no comment. No comment. I don't even want to say mine because I'm
Sharply built.
fuck no.
Joel.
No comment is still
Like I said,
comment.
everything I'm saying for each of the big three, I'm treating them all fairly. This will all tie in. From his backstory into current Luffy, Luffy has had character building moments. But in terms of character development in his core values, has not changed.
So you thought I was just sick?
Talking to me?
Tef. Oh, he muted himself.
Oh, he's talking about
It
it.
sounded like he was going off.
I got a counter argument, Joel.
Go ahead.
Luffy is. I'm giving him sharply built, just based off of how Luffy grew from when we first seen him.
I give you that.
Has he grown?
It's the Marine Corps.
Hold on, Tef. I'll answer Tef's question. Yes, he has. If you go back and watch the beginning of One Piece, the Luffy that you see in the beginning is completely different from the Luffy that you pick up an episode right now and watch.
That's perfect.
No.
Yes,
No.
Luffy
No.
before, if you go back and look, Luffy before was Luffy is childish now, but he is not as childish as he was. In the beginning, he would openly put his crew in disadvantageable positions that they all might die in just cause. Now Luffy will not.
He still does that.
No,
not to the same extent.
Not to.
He just did that in Egghead.
No, hold on. The Egghead situation. That's a situation he himself did not know was going to happen. If Luffy would have, I'm a firm believer in this. If Luffy would have known what was going to happen, I don't think he would have put his crew in that type of danger. Especially Wano was totally different. Wano was a
he
situation
went there on a
a
purpose.
Wano was one of those situations that needed to happen.
And he put no. The situation with him getting locked up, he put them in a position to get fucked up in Wano.
Okay.
No. My counter. I have a counter for that. Luffy's immediate thought in that moment was, if I take him down now, no one else has to worry about this shit no more. That was what he went into that fight with.
Yeah, and I will say that was a character.
Is that not still the same reckless decision that Luffy would make at the beginning of the season? Yes or no? At the beginning of the series, yes or no?
At the beginning of the series, Luffy would do it off a whim, just cause.
Which he did. He did that in Wano, bro. As soon as he saw Kaido, he just jumped up and was like, "Oh, Kaido!" and got one-shotted. So yeah, he still does that shit. He did the same thing in Egghead. It was like
Kaido until he struck the mountain that Oda's castle was living on, and then he just said fuck the bullshit and fought Kaido.
Cause he thought he thought Nami was in that fucking tower.
Oh snap!
Mind you, Nami. Who else was there? I think Nami, Usopp, Brook, and Chopper. And the lady with the poison fruit was all sitting up at Odin's castle on that top, and on that mountain. And then Kaido
blew that shit up. Off. Then that's when Luffy went to go attack him.
And that's still putting that's still putting everybody in the whole alliance at risk.
By that point in his mind, half his crew is dead. If I down this nigga now, it's all over.
It's always going to be life or death. It's what do you expect? What do you expect?
Tef, I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand how stupid Luffy was in the beginning.
He's still the same level of stupid.
When the last time you went back to rewatch the beginning of One Piece?
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, shit, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that.
Wait,
So
wait.
I don't want to hear it.
Wait.
I started over.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead, Zerka.
As a nigga who literally sat there and watched fucking Marineford again and watched Wano to its integrity, I'm not gonna lie. I can't stand Luffy in Marineford. I can somewhat deal with Luffy at Wano. And mind you, I hate One Piece. I hate it.
Luffy is unbearable in the beginning.
Oh yeah. Somebody who started over. Luffy is a very cringe character in the beginning.
Like
very
literally, like I'm be honest with you, Shorty in the crib is literally watching One Piece from the beginning, and she just got to Marineford. I literally said, "Talk to me when we get past this fuckery, please. I cannot watch another episode." I felt my brain frying from the dumb shit he did.
Nah, it's crazy. Luffy is still the same person to me.
To your point, I still feel like he's the same, but he has grown. I will say that.
Like,
I don't think this nigga has not grown with situational awareness, his knowledge of other people. I'm trying to figure out where he's grown. His IQ hasn't. Like, where has the growth came?
Maturity.
I promise. Did you watch and read Wano?
Yes.
No, did y'all watch everything? Did y'all watch?
So,
Actually, Tev, do you remember? Hold on. Let's.
Did you see when Did you see when Luffy was spazzing on Kid for going the wrong direction or trying to go to do a certain type of plan so that way they won't ruin the whole thing? So that way Tama can enjoy life again at Wano because Kid was doing stupid shit. I can't remember what exactly.
I also see this unsituational awareness nigga eat that girl last of her food, and then a nigga tell him, "Oh yeah, that was the last of her food he gave you," and his dumb ass still couldn't comprehend. "Oh yeah, that was the last of her shit. I still want more though." You dumb ass nigga. And that is the same thing Luffy at the beginning of the series would do.
No, because afterwards, once he realized when he ate that food, he got her more and then some until they freed her from Wano.
Hear me out.
How many times did that nigga have to tell Luffy that? How many times did that nigga have to tell Luffy like, "Yo, she can't eat now," before it finally stuck? It was like 5 times.
Whose fault was like one?
Whose fault is that? Why you getting mad at her for giving up the food?
Gave the food up.
No, I'm not mad at her for giving up the food. I'm mad at how long it took Luffy fucking dumb. No, I'm not even mad about that. I'm just pointing out the fact that this nigga, if he's so mature and aware now in his growth, he wouldn't have had the same response that he had at the beginning of the series.
He has matured and grown. It's just not to your liking, or pretty much. He has shown maturity and grown.
I got a good point about Luffy's maturity. Do you remember, like, way back, how many times Luffy just slept when niggas told them their life story? And he just sleep through niggas telling like the main plot of the fucking arc.
Yeah.
Luffy didn't do that in Wano. Luffy was up, active, alert. This nigga heard about fucking Odin. He ears alert, fucking eyes alert. This nigga listen. In the beginning,
pays attention to heavy conversations.
No.
Sorry.
He used to didn't.
No.
He used to. Before he did not.
He did not listen to a conversation at all.
Did he truly even listen to Nami's backstory?
Not at all. He walked away.
Luffy's maturity is that of a little kid going into like preteen era, at best.
Even now, how old is Luffy currently?
19.
Yeah,
He's a 19-year-old with the mental capacity of a preteen.
Yeah. And I agree with that because I won't give Luffy too much credit. because Luffy still has dumb moments. But I will go on the boat and say he has had growth within his character.
I give him just good character development. I won't give Luffy sharply built or written to perfection. No fucking way.
No.
Yeah, I was about to say that he's not.
I believe.
He has the.
All right, hear me out. Goku definitely has better character development than Luffy.
That's bullshit.
Goku has more character development than Luffy.
Make
Goku,
an argument that supports that.
The start of the story, Goku had no situational awareness. Goku had no morals, really. Goku was killing niggas. Goku had a conversation with Ader as an 8-year-old. Grasped that concept of, okay, yeah, I'm not going to be killing niggas no more. Niggas deserve to be able to have a life. Carried on throughout the rest of the story. A conversation from Dragon Ball. Yo, his character development of understanding the dynamics of everybody don't want to live like me. Everybody don't seek out battle. My son, the prime example. So I'm going to love him regardless of what he want to do. I don't care if he gets strong.
We want a whole son.
That's great character development. You can't put no level of character development like that on Luffy. Because the best argument you just gave was, oh, he don't fall asleep during conversations no more.
No, that wasn't even the best argument. The first argument I said you didn't even recognize. The first argument everybody said you didn't recognize.
What was the first argument y'all said?
The first argument was about him putting his crew in bad situations. Like he did.
I responded to that. I said he still does that.
No, he does not.
He don't. We told you he didn't.
Everybody was saying on Egghead, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's leave. Luffy, do not engage with Lucy. Let's fucking go. Luffy, nah, my pride is telling me I should stay and fight.
Nigga, you keep saying that.
Lucy was still going to attack. There was no running to be involved.
My pride on the line.
If the goal would have been to leave and get everybody together from the jump instead of Luffy running around being a jackass playing around with Lucci, then the whole Egghead situation wouldn't have took so long. They would have got away smoother.
This nigga said playing around with Lucci like Luffy spent a long time on Lucci. He didn't.
He spent longer than he needed to, and was he not
fighting? His goal fighting Lucci was to get Vegapunk away.
He was toying with Lucci. And Vegapunk wasn't even there.
Did he have character development or not?
Vegapunk was not there when Luffy was fighting. Vegapunk was in the lab.
Tef, let me ask you a question. You put Kaido in that same situation. Does he fight Lucci?
Kaido's a dumbass.
Personally, no. I don't think he would.
Oh my god.
I personally don't think Kaido would fight Luffy.
You don't think Kaido is? Yes, he is fighting Lucci. Do you think Shanks is fighting Lucci? Do you think Shanks is fighting Lucci in that moment?
No.
I think so.
That is where I differ.
Hear me out. No. Kid is the prime example of this whole situation on the first go around. Because we know for a fact Shanks' crew will step in before Shanks will. But in the situation when Shanks saw it was going to be a terrible situation, Shanks stepped in.
Nigga, that's...
I don't think Rob Lucci is going to give a problem with Shanks step in.
Rob Lucci is a good point for that. Because Rob Lucci would be trying to fucking kill the crew. Just like Rob Lucci was trying to fucking kill the crew.
Yeah, and Shanks wouldn't have played. No, listen, Shanks would not have fucking played around with him, making jokes and shit during the fight. Shanks would have did what the fuck needed to be do so they could get the fuck out of there.
Shanks is league stronger above Luffy. He don't have that type of hockey output, just a one-tap niggas like that.
Luffy can one-tap Lucci if he fucking wanted to. He could have.
Shanks can walk up to the world government leaders and things could get done. He doesn't need to fight.
So no, you telling me Luffy could not have one shot?
So your argument is that because Luffy could have one-shotted him, he was playing with him. Yes,
he was playing with him. What you mean? He was
yes
smacking...
or no? That is your argument. because
was
he
playing
could.
with him.
So anytime a nigga doesn't
No,
one shot a
listen.
nigga, they're playing with them.
If you could take the time to smack your ass and taunt them in front of their face, that means you fucking playing with them. You're not fighting serious.
That's how Luffy and Gear 5 fights, nigga. What are we talking about here?
And that's still him putting his crew in dangerous positions.
Oh
You know
my
what?
God.
You know what? You got it. You got it.
Because by dragging,
You got
no,
it.
by
You got
dragging
it.
out
You
that
got it.
fight,
Next character.
dragging out
Next
that
character.
fight with Luffy, did that not get him a
next
real
character. Where
chance
you
to
want
get
Luffy
that?
at? Where you want Luffy at?
He's
You
not
got
over Goku.
Where you-
He's not over Goku.
Hold on. I think y'all missing the whole point of Tef's whole argument. Tef never made the argument to drag Luffy down. He was making the argument to push Goku up. That was the whole basis of the whole argument. And
Wait, when did Tef say that? When did Tef say that was his argument?
Because he did say that. He said if we have Luffy there, then we should bring Goku up. That was the whole basis of his argument. And he started off with the character development of Goku from Dragon Ball to what the Goku we have now. We just got stuck on Luffy. And to his point, Goku should be brought up. Now that I'm thinking about it. Here's the thing. If you can't sit here and tell me we go from Dragon Ball, and if you can use Tournament of Power Goku as a prime example. In the beginning, in a usual Goku, he would have been trying his best to beat Jiren on his own. Goku realized in that situation, listen, bro, I can't do this by myself. I need Frieza, somebody he knows is a mass murderer, in 17. I do not believe a Z Goku would even fathom working with Frieza. Even adding Frieza to the team was a big moment for Goku.
Z Goku? I'll give it to you, but I don't agree with that.
All right, next character.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
Guess not. Naruto.
I thought Naruto.
I mean, pause everybody, but y'all go ahead. I can't respond. That's it.
No, go ahead.
We on Naruto.
Naruto.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna sit this one out. I might have to sit this one out.
Why is everybody sitting this one out? Why everybody get quiet when it's Naruto?
Nah,
Sharply built.
Thank you. That's all I need. Just somebody say something.
Yeah, I was trying to think.
Sharply built.
Sharply built. Yeah, that was mine. Okay, what's wrong with having Naruto sharply? Hold on. What's wrong with having Naruto sharply built?
Chasing the man for half the series. That's all I gotta say.
Chasing the man for half the series.
That's not character. That's not.
Is that the only thing to your argument?
That has nothing to do with that.
Hear me out.
Wait. Joe, let me get this one off. Technically, you're helping them with that, because that's all I'm gonna say. You're helping their case.
And then, just like you would ask Tef, did you watch the series? Did you watch the series Naruto?
Actually, no. That's what they would tell me. Let's get that one right.
Because if we did, if you just like you would tell Tef, if you did, partly through that wasn't even his motivation anymore.
Nope.
Oh, I know what his motivation was.
Hey. Well, let me just make it easy for you. What level of character development did Luffy face in comparison to Naruto talking to Nagato in Pain?
Yep.
Talking to Nagato in Pain.
Damn.
What level of character development does Luffy have on that level?
I have one,
Give me a second.
but you're not gonna like it.
After Ace died and Jinbei talking to him, realizing what he had.
Exactly.
Oh, I bet.
Time out. Wait a minute.
I
Character
value.
development, right?
Yes.
Okay. Luffy losing
hold
somebody
on.
and having to get serious happened to damn near every main protagonist on the list.
I hate when niggas come in and we past the point.
No, Joel. He's not past the point because that's what Shamar brought up. That's what I was going to say too. Even though I don't fully agree.
Here's the thing. Hold on. Hear me out real quick. Hear me out. Y'all say, before y'all even make a point, y'all say y'all not going to agree. And most of the time, I agree. Y'all just don't want to say the point because y'all think I'm going to disagree.
No,
like
Joel.
I said, I have a whole tangent coming for the big three.
Joe, I said I don't agree with Shamar's point because I personally don't know why Shamar is arguing against Naruto for Luffy moving up from good character development to sharply built. I don't understand that. However, Shamar is right in pointing out that the conversation between Jinbei and Luffy is the equivalent to the Naruto and Pain conversation. And before Tef say, "Oh well, it wasn't as impactful," let's be real. That conversation that Naruto gave Nagato was not really one of his best fucking convincing fucking arguments. The shit was done basically by Nagato himself. But
hear me out. The reason why I would agree that is not one of his best, but at the same time is Naruto's better moments as a character. Naruto would within that whole fight kept on stating he hated Nagato, but the fact that he would even still give him the time of day to tell him how he got to the point of where he's at showed in his character development moment.
Hey, keep going, Joel. What was he saying throughout the whole fight to Nagato? Oh, I'm gonna kill you. You're gonna die. I'm gonna make sure to kill you. And then throughout that fight, throughout that fight, listening to Nagato through pain, he was like, you know what? Yo, you got a point. I see how war and only looking at my side causes trauma to the whole world. Now I gotta rethink my whole programming. Luffy did not rethink his whole objectives and goals after talking to Jinbei that one time. He did not.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
that was a very
I would argue that
moment for Luffy and changed his character.
I would say it changed a motive in him that he would, as a leader, he will have to get better, because I will say this. One situation that Naruto did have over Luffy, Naruto literally had moments to develop himself as a leader, whereas Luffy, he kind of forced himself into a leader position.
But I'd argue that Luffy still isn't even the leader.
And he did develop as a leader, because if Tef want to say he didn't have any character development, the whole shit with fucking Usopp and the argument over the fucking boat, that was a pivotal moment. That was a pivotal moment in Luffy's character development, when he realized, hey, because a whole bunch of shit happened beforehand with the ship being damaged repeatedly and their lives being put in danger because of the ship. Luffy at that moment eventually had to like develop and get to the understanding like, hey, we just have to leave this shit behind. And Usopp, if you want to leave, all right, cool, my nigga.
And hear me out. The reason why I love,
I would say, hold on, real fast. To cut that off, though, you would say that all that was regressed in the Sanji situation at Whole Cake.
How?
Explain.
Because Sanji was technically doing the same thing as Usopp, and Luffy was technically reacting the same way. Nah, you gotta stay. No, you gotta stay. If Zoro,
it's not
the only difference Zoro was
no. With Sanji, he was blackmailed. Usopp did this of his own volition. I think I said that word right.
Yes, and Usopp's reason was about leaving a member of the crew because he felt he would get left behind. That was the whole like background for that shit. It wasn't just about the Mary need to leave. It was a lot more that went into that than just like Usopp didn't like what Luffy was doing.
Me personally, I would say
I get it. I get it. At whole cake, Luffy actually agreed with Sanji, whereas Usopp was being selfish.
Yeah, I've always said that. But the reason why I agree with you on the whole Usopp situation, and at the same time I don't like the Usopp situation, is because later on when Luffy heard Usopp was coming back, he had no penalty ready for Usopp. You know what I'm saying? That's where I was like, okay, as a cat, and that's where I do like Zoro's character stepping in, like, okay, bro, no, it don't work like that. At that moment, I would have liked to see Luffy step up more as a leader and say, okay, that's fine and all, but there needs to be some repercussions for what you did. And to Tef's point, also, it's a good thing Zoro wasn't there, because Zoro would have called the whole thing out too.
But my thing is, as a leader, that doesn't make you less of a leader because you take advice from your second in command.
No. I'm not saying that makes him less of a leader. I'm saying it shouldn't have been brought up by your second in command. Yourself as the leader should have already had those repercussions ready.
You're saying every leader should automatically have all the answers.
No, just in that situation. Okay, let me ask you a question. In that same situation, no one was about. If somebody came and said, "Hey, Usopp is about to come back," at that moment, would you be thinking, "Okay, as a leader, I need to step up and show them, like, okay, first of all, I need to tell them, listen, we don't need to have that situation that occurred. Yeah, he's coming back, but that doesn't need to happen again." You as the
we're gonna
leader,
forget about how tight they rock.
Oh my god. Say it again.
So we're just gonna forget about how tight they rock. Like, would you really just disown? I put it like this: you and Ruff are good friends, right? Would you do this? Would you just immediately say there's repercussions after what Ruff did like that? Could you honestly do that to your closest homie like that?
Y'all missing the point. If I am the leader, I am putting my friendship aside. You dissed me and you fought me in front of my peers. I'm supposed to be over you. True or false? At that moment, Usopp is fighting his captain. So you're telling me if you're the captain of a ship, that means anybody can disrespect you at any point in time.
Joe,
you don't think Usopp already paid the price after getting his ass whooped by Luffy?
No, he didn't.
Shamar, I don't know what you're arguing. Joel is right on that. As a leader, he should. My only thing is, just as a leader, being able to picking a good second in command that you can rely on to give you feedback like that is a great leader. And then you take into account the advice from the people around you, and you make a decision. Luffy did that. I can't ask for no more.
And then on top of that in that moment, you show up in the regards he has for Zoro. He took on his second in command's words and he stuck to him because Usopp legit had to apologize. All I'm saying is, at that moment, he shouldn't have been so forgiving to Usopp. Can we agree that he was too forgiving to Usopp at that moment?
The only reason why I don't think it was too forgiving is because of the fact of how long they rocked. It's just like, just knowing that your homie's coming back. And yes, you're right. He does gotta abide by the he gotta abide by certain code, by the code of, like, disrespect me, just all that kind of stuff. I get that. But because of how long they rock, I understood why Luffy didn't throw that away.
No, I'm saying, hold on. Joe, your point, let me get this off. I understand what you're saying. They're day one homies, but at the end of the day, bump the day one homie. I'm your captain first, your friend second. I gave you a direct order. You follow that, no questions asked.
Pause. Joe, let me stop you right there. All right, right? Shamar, I'm about to give you a good-ass example right here. Me and Ruff are in the military, right? I'm an NCO now, so I'm an NCO now, right? So if I ever worked with Ruff, if he was still in the military as an NCO, right, I would be over him as his leader.
So you didn't want none.
Even though we're homies,
They said you didn't want none.
even though we're homies, I'm technically his leader while we're in uniform, right? So if he does something dumb, I have to check him as a leader. I have to put that friendship aside and do my job as his NCO, his leader, and correct that. That's the same shit Luffy had to do. He had to put that friendship aside because at the end of the day, he's the captain. You're not. Captain orders. Not a crazy concept. There's no room for friendship in that shit. That is direct leadership. Captain, second in command, third in command, so on and so forth.
So, like, all right. So my question is, what kind of discipline were y'all waiting for after that, since they was being, chased down by Garp?
It was no. I'm not saying the discipline. I'm saying that Luffy was too accepting, which was legit Zoro's point. When Luffy heard that Usopp was trying to come back, what was Luffy's immediate reaction?
Usopp's back, yeah.
He was happy, right?
Yeah.
Right, because his homie was coming back. Who was the one that had to check him and say, hold on, bro, that's your homie? But at the end of the day, you fought a crewmate. And to Zoro's point, Zoro even says it. The situation with Usopp made it, if you accept him with open arms without no repercussions behind it, then that means you're telling everybody else they can do the same exact thing without no repercussions behind it.
Was that on the ship or before they made the decision of selling to Mary?
When you talking about when Zoro, you talking about when they had the conversation?
Yeah.
They had that.
The point that you're arguing was that when they was inside that little the cabin? Was they inside that little cabin part, or was they running away from guard?
This conversation happened well after Annie's lobby. This conversation happened when they were setting sail. A little before they set sail, it was within the flashback.
Okay.
Wait, what y'all talking about now?
We
Y'all
got
still
so
on
far.
that?
We got so far off.
So far off, bro. Goddamn, leave Luffy where he at. Put Naruto in.
Yeah.
Shamar just hate to see Naruto over Luffy in any situation.
Naruto is definitely better written than Luffy, Shamar.
I guess.
He still got time to move up in that tier. His story ain't finished. Calm down.
But it's okay, Shamar. I do see that. I get you. We get you, Shamar.
Like, you're not in my situation with Bleach. Bleach ain't. There ain't no more growth. We're done.
Not to.
Yes, it is the Hellverse shit.
Not fuck Bleach right now. Not to.
Yeah, fuck Bleach.
Could be better.
I was going to say, what's it called? Let me see the thing. It ain't too bad. I see what you're talking about, Joel, but it ain't that bad.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna give you a
fairly acceptable. I think it's acceptable.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. In that 2v2.
I'm not caught up yet. I'm not caught up yet, so careful.
I'm a 100 year quest.
Just guide past it, then. Shamar, if it makes you feel better, Neji goes down here.
I agree.
Hell no! No!
I agree. I agree.
Of course you do, hater. Look, hold on. No. Let me make a case for Neji. Let me make a case for the GOAT. Hold on.
Okay.
Nah.
Realistically speaking,
all right. So
you have any support, nigga?
Good development.
Neji, yes, he had good development. Neji starts off as Neji was extremely similar to Sasuke. He was motivated by pain, hate, and trauma. right? And that led to Neji having a very closed-minded worldview, kind of like what Sasuke went through, right?
Was it closed-minded though?
It was.
How?
Neji
If
was
he wasn't
so
wrong.
Listen. Character development, not personal ideology development, right? Even though that's a part of it. I'm not gonna say it's not, right? The reason why he was closed off was because of the fact that it was, it's destiny this, destiny that. I'm destined to be this. However, Naruto pointed out to him during their fight, okay, cool, except you, a branch member, are learning techniques that Hinata don't even know how to do yet. You are learning shit. First of all, you're a branch member and you're a genius. That should never happen. Second, you're the strongest of your whole generation. Discounting Rock Lee. Like,
I love how you're saying strongest in the generation and he lost. Like, stop giving him a title and he lost. He lost. Stop giving him that.
He lost. No, I'm saying like the strongest.
Y'all saying he's the strongest.
He lost to
he's cooking.
Go ahead.
He's not cooking.
Okay, you know who else lost? You know who else got beat in a fight that we saw on screen? Hashirama, Tobirama, Madara, Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi.
Whoa. We never saw Hashirama lose on screen. You tripping.
So he didn't get his ass beat during the war?
On screen? No, he did not.
During
It did not happen on screen. Hey, they just cut back to Madara.
Didn't Madara just leave that whole thing to fulfill what he wanted to do?
Yeah. Madara just
And
left.
honestly, and let's not forget, he was beating the fuck out of Edo Madara before he got revived.
And when Madara was revived, did Hashirama stand a chance? He did.
We don't know. It happened off screen.
It did happen off screen, but what was the end result that was on screen?
Continue your point.
Hashirama was tired for a second. He had to get up.
Oh my fucking! He tired when he had energy.
Hold on.
Listen. Anyway. Back to Neji. Listen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Neji is over here motivated for the similar reasons as to Sasuke, right? He's like, oh, my father died. Is he not his fault? Because had he not tried to save you, it wouldn't be like that. You're closed off. You're so emotional that you're not using your head. Naruto literally knocks some sense into this man, and Neji is like, okay, hold on. Maybe I've been going about this the wrong way because Naruto was right. He didn't say this. But it's basically like, yo, Naruto's right, though. Because in a way, it's just like, yes, Neji was right to a degree because of the whole Ashura thing.
He was right.
Neji was right.
Neji and Naruto was both right. Neji just understand that he can't go off of his own point of view, and his life changed, and he realized like, yo, we can work together to make change instead of living and harboring in this hatred.
Yeah,
and then that led. Neji went from being jealous of his cousin to dying for her. That is great character development, no matter how you turn it.
He went from hating her to protecting her. He went from looking down on her to training her. The entire reason why Hinata learned what is the strongest gentle fist technique in history. You know who helped her refine that? Neji. You know who helped her with the chakra control required to use the gentle step twin lion fist? Neji.
Who taught her 64 palms?
Neji.
Sound like this is gonna
and
go.
Who also, and who tried to kill her in the first part of the series? Neji. So let's go, bro. Neji is. Where you putting him?
Let's go to a poll. All right. How many want Neji and Rin to perfection?
No, hold on. He is not perfect.
Yeah, I'm going down the list. How many people want him and sharply built?
I'm voting sharply built.
Okay.
I vote.
Good. Wait till I go down the line, nigga.
I say
good development.
Good development.
Good development.
Okay. Sounds like everybody agrees. Good development.
I say sharply built.
I say sharply built.
Y'all use that strongest loosely because the nigga still lost in the end. Like y'all use that strong. My whole argument, I was just joking about the shit tier where he was at. My whole argument when you said he was the strongest nigga got his shit wrong.
It took the Nine Tails to beat him.
Naruto was totally in control and just used a little bit of the chakra.
Right.
It still took the Nine Tails to beat him.
Let's not act like that little bit of Nine Tails chakra ain't a lot of Nine Tails chakra, but that same little bit took down Shikaku a couple episodes later.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
Ray from Evangelion.
Haven't seen it. I'm out.
I'm out of this one too.
Good development. I'll be right back. Good
It's
development.
crazy.
I've seen it.
I've seen
crazy I'm getting
Evangelion. I'll just go ahead and slide it in good. I don't like none of the characters in
Niggas at work, so give me a
Evangelion.
second.
All them
If
niggas
you're
are
gonna do
just
characters from
hyper depressed.
Evangelion, if you're gonna do characters from Evangelion, give me 1 second. I'm literally at work right now.
No. That was the only one. Renji.
Okay. And hold off on.
Bruh, there's only one place to look at, bruh. No,
This is easy. This is easy. You don't even need to be here for this.
Shit. It's easy. Shit.
I was trying to be nice to Renji.
You couldn't be nice to that, bruh. There's some characters you just gotta accept. Renji is that character you accept. His wife is a higher position than him. Sad.
Damn.
Yeah, Renji suffers from what a lot of Bleach characters suffer from, and that is too many people syndrome.
Damn.
Too many people waiting on Ichigo.
Robin.
Not even too many people waiting on Ichigo. It's like Bleach tries.
Hold on. All right, I'm interested to see where this one goes. Robin, y'all. Where y'all putting Robin?
Nico Robin, good development.
I say fairly acceptable because
Good development. Hold on, talking about you.
Robin.
I say fairly acceptable.
I'm giving Robin good. Just I would agree with fairly acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Just if it was just her solo backstory. But I will give her the fight against Black Maria because Robin developed a lot during that fight to me.
Yeah, I give you that one.
And this is where I call bullshit. There's no way Nico Robin and Goku are in the same fucking tier on character development. It's no way.
Wait, where's Goku? I ain't even see Goku. Oh, good.
There's no
Goku
way
should
y'all
be
have Goku and Nico Robin.
Goku should be as sharply built. I'm sorry, he should.
What makes you say sharply built, Draco?
Goku should be as sharply built because, like, you got to think about him as a martial artist because Goku is a martial artist first, a Saiyan second. And the reason why him being a Saiyan second matters is because of every single point in the series in which he has to deal with his Saiyan heritage. So, like, early on, we see, oh shit, he don't know what a Saiyan is. Okay, it makes sense. You weren't there for that. Bet. Then there was the whole, an elite can fall to a low class if the low class works hard enough. That just shows him as a martial artist. He's willing to go through bullshit, go through it, and just willing to come out on top, right? Then with the fight against Frieza, he says, because remember, Goku hated the Saiyans. He said as much when he buried Vegeta. He said, I hated you. I hated you. I hated my brother. I hated everything y'all stood for. But after listening to you talk, I understand exactly why you are the way you are, where you coming from, and why you do the shit you do. It was on Namek that he accepted Vegeta as an ally because that was when he began to respect Vegeta. He went from saying "fuck you, nigga" to maybe, you know what, you cool. You ain't Krillin cool, but you cool. You feel me? He said, "I came from Earth for the sole purpose of being your ass. I am the Super Saiyan Son Goku."
Ready to transfer.
But if you want to do the manga, he says, "I am the Saiyan who came from Earth to defeat you." He accepts his Saiyan heritage, right? Then another part of him accepting his Saiyan side is, we're going to fast forward a bit to Dragon Ball Super Broly. He said, mind you, Goku, anytime somebody addressed him as Kakarot, who was the only person who was allowed to call him Kakarot? Vegeta, right?
Pretty much.
Anybody else called him Kakarot, it's, hold on, my name is Goku. You are, some friends call me Kakarot, but my name is Goku and you are not my friend. That was him giving all his respect to Vegeta. You feel me? He tells Broly, he says, "Oh, my name is Goku, but Broly, you can call me Kakarot." Yes, that was a reference to the old movies. Yes, that was fan service. However, the movie canon.
But you know now.
No, I'm saying yes, it was a reference to the old movies because Broly would yell out his name. At the same time, he's accepting of who and what he is. He told him, "Call me Kakarot." He put Broly on the same pedestal as he places Vegeta. Then there was the whole argument that Vegeta and Goku was having during the Buu Saga. He was like, "Vegeta, wake the fuck up. You're doing too damn much, and I'm sick of your bullshit. I done dealt with it before, but I'm not dealing with it now. You over here worried about the Saiyans being dead and shit. Guess what? They're gone. They're not coming back. We got a whole new race of Saiyans on this planet, and you over here mad at me when your people finna die because you pissed off over some bullshit." Okay. Goku ain't the type of nigga to get buck with niggas like that.
I'm just gonna pause you here. Right. I'll just put it up to a vote. Where y'all want Goku to go?
Saying that, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll have him at sharply built.
Sharply built. Let's not even talk about what you're saying now. Sharply built.
Zerker.
Good development. Good development.
Tough.
I don't care. I don't care if you look at says him. I don't care if you
Joel.
against God.
I don't think you're here.
So I get why some people that's claiming to be Christians don't care. You know why? Because they're not.
I don't think Joel here either.
Joel, Tough.
That's not out.
Shamar, were you?
I was mute. My bad. Bro, I was talking the whole time. Sharply built.
Joel,
Wait, what you say? I heard you call my name.
Where do you want Goku?
Sharply built.
Bro, I was talking the whole time, bro. I didn't know I was muted, bro.
General Mustang.
Good development. I like his character.
Bias incoming.
Good development.
Bias incoming. Bias is incoming.
My bias is good development, but you know, fairly acceptable is okay, I guess.
I am heavily biased in favor of Mustang. I want him in sharply built. However, I cannot say he was sharply built. Good development.
Why?
Good development.
That's why I said good development.
I'm saying he was sharp.
Why
I'm
is
saying
Mustang
he was sharply built?
Good development and not sharply built?
Because yes, you can make the argument himself not killing Envy was could be the argument made for sharply built, but there's a strong but. His overall arcing character was never in jeopardy. Mustang always had that dog in him. We ain't gonna sit here and act like Mustang is a saint.
Okay,
Not the same time, Mustang never really showed much emotion neither.
Mustang,
yes, he did.
Mustang participated in the Ishvalan War. He casually killed.
He also
he casually killed.
Joel, you're making an argument for why he's sharply built. I'm trying to hear a reason why he belongs in good and not sharply. Give me something against him being in sharply.
You were truly a kid.
He's in good development. Like, why do you want him in sharply built so bad? I'm curious.
Because, like you said, Mustang was casually just killing people in the war. However, when we meet Mustang, he's on a slow redemption arc to better himself and change the military after what he's seen in the war. And he set out for that to be his goal.
Low key, I think he did do. I think he grew when what's the name died too.
Yes, that was a big moment when Hughes died.
I wouldn't say he grew in that moment. I feel like he regressed.
How did he regress?
Because that moment, when he finally found, because up to that point he was never put in a situation where he met the person who did it. If you go through the whole show as it was, he was waiting for that pivotal moment of who it was, and at that moment he went back to his primal instinct of, oh, I'm a murder motherfucker.
Nigga, how is that regressing for being mad at for killing somebody? A mass killer, killing a mass killer. Keep this in mind, Joel. He regressed because he spazzed out on killing a mass killer.
Because if you had so much regression, that wouldn't have made you mad in the first place.
No, what? Joel, what are you saying?
Listen. Let me say this first. Me myself, would I walk away? Nah, heck no. I would have murked him right there.
Joel, I'm just saying that doesn't take away from character development, because in the heat of a moment, somebody is doing something. That's not like regression, and it's not like the thing he did was bad, considering who fucking Lust was.
Envy.
Well, he killed Lust.
Lust was different. Lust ain't really killed too many people up to that point. I'm talking about the whole envy situation. I ain't talking about...
It's emotions. The nigga is human. That is actually character development, him getting over it. That's great
do you
character
not understand?
development.
This nigga sat there and tortured Lust that entire fight.
I mean, envy.
He said, "Do you know how it feels to have your tongue boiled?"
I'm saying Lust, envy. He tortured envy, not Lust.
When did he torture envy?
Fault. He tortured the fuck out of envy.
Yes, at the end. What? Hold on.
Oh, you talking about then? I thought you were talking about when he tortured Lust by just repeatedly burning her.
I was talking about the envy fight.
That wasn't torture.
Technically,
that's what I mean.
He tortured the fuck out of envy.
Now, Lust fight. Yeah, I'm on the Lust fight. Lust was trying to kill them. I'm talking about his character regressed to his primal instincts when he went to with the envy situation. Lust, yeah, I agree. The envy is what I'm talking about.
Envy is an exception from that, because envy is a mass murdering, genocidal, psychotic maniac. And that was literally the cause for a war, and that caused him to kill a whole bunch of innocent people
that he himself did not want to do.
Hear me out. He could have did the exact same thing that Armstrong did.
That doesn't take away from his character development.
Nothing stopping him from doing the exact same thing Armstrong did.
Joe, I want you to think about this, right? You know your best friend got murked, right? Your best friend got murked. You're attending the funeral and you're hearing his daughter cry.
Before you go down this whole line, I did start by saying that you can't put me in a situation, because I would have off envy with no questions asked. I'm like,
Joel, but that doesn't take away from his character development. That is just the main point I'm sticking with.
For me, I'm just saying, for me it does at that moment, but I do like more Mustang.
No, because the thing is, right, if you drop any person in that same scenario, they will do the exact same thing Roy Mustang did, no questions asked, without a second thought. How does it feel to have your eyes boiled? How does it feel to have your tongue boiled? How does it feel to do this? And he literally went down a list and just started frying her shit. Because not only did she gloat about the fact that she started the whole Ishvalan war, not only did she gloat about the fact that she murked his best friend, she was gloating about committing literal genocide. And he literally did not want to do one of those things. And he found the killer to his best friend on 2 wrongs. He got 2 wrongs in his face. He had to participate in a war he didn't agree with, and he found his best friend's killer at the same time. At what point?
Like I said, the whole war thing, the reason why I will always hold a war against him, because he could have easily did the same thing Armstrong did. He could have easily did the same thing.
What did Armstrong do?
Armstrong walked away.
Do you know how many people Armstrong killed before he did that?
The thing is, I do.
Can I get a please?
Yes.
Him, I don't.
What'd you say?
His sister, yeah, I would.
Yes.
263.
What you mean his sister? This nigga caught bodies. Armstrong caught.
Like every state alchemist you've seen in the show that participated in the war caught bodies.
Hawkeye doesn't even have alchemy. She was sniping niggas. She caught bodies. Random civilians on the street, just random. Pop.
Pop.
That's not bad.
His character developed well, developed great. He's a sharply built character. Saitama.
Thank you.
I still say good development, but yeah, you got it.
Saitama.
How about that one?
Mr. Glazer himself. Teflon, come on.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
If you go off the trope of how he's written, he'd be written to perfection.
You're gonna elaborate on that, my boy?
His trope is being a main character, but at the end of the story. And at the end of the story, the character has already reached his development. Saitama has pretty much already reached his development. Pretty much.
So
And
he
yet
has
he's
no
still learning
development.
how to be human like from King and learn what it means to have morals from King.
Don't do that. This. Oh my god. This nigga has shit development. All right. Let's be real. here.
He's finding other things to pique his interest from King. That doesn't change his moral compass.
Nobody.
This nigga's in shit tier because the character doesn't develop. Simple.
I have to shut up.
I'm about to say, if a character is already developed and you want to put him in shit tier, put him in shit tier. I mean, he's already developed. You're not gonna see him grow through the story because he's already grown. That's the way the story is written.
Oh, okay.
This next character, I have no say in. Because you already know where I want her.
You have a personal bias against her that doesn't even add up.
Joel, where would you put Sakura?
Development.
Huh?
Good development.
Fairly acceptable in my opinion.
Fairly acceptable.
Oh,
wait, what? Fairly acceptable.
Can you wait?
Hey, I get called. Hey, hold on. I get called a glazer. I get called a glazer and biased all the time. Please tell me how Luffy has better character development than Sakura.
This Sakura, like, please explain this to me.
What does she have that's better than?
Not a main character.
What does she have that's better than Luffy?
She's not a main character, but you still seen more growth in her character than you have
This is
seen
a
from
character
Luffy.
development. You know what, y'all got it. I'm not even going to go down this argument. Y'all got it.
That's what I'm saying out of this one because y'all already know my bias.
Character development says a character who grew and changed throughout the story. Sakura consistently grew and changed. She went from being weak, useless, help me, save me, to all right, I'm going to learn to defend myself, to all right, I'm one of the strongest female ninjas in the fucking world. I know my identity. I know who I am now. I'm not going to just be this pansy ass girl waiting on people to save me. We watch her whole arc develop, her understanding of love and other people's emotion through the whole Naruto situation of, oh, I love you, Naruto, and then Sai having that conversation with her. That is that development. We actually watch Sakura change. But Luffy is still the same goofy ass person, but you give him all this credit. That's crazy.
Thank you.
I disagree with a lot of Tef's points, but that's bias talking.
I disagree with a lot of Tef's points.
Wait, how you gonna disagree with the? Yo, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Hey, just answer this for me. Is she the same person at the beginning of Naruto and at the end of Shippuden? Yes or no?
Yes.
No, but it ain't
no,
much.
she's not the same person. Hold on. Let me answer your question. No, she is not the same person. Yes, Sakura has developed. I'm not saying Sakura has not developed at all. I'm saying it's fairly acceptable because it is fairly acceptable because not everybody accepts the character development she went through.
Yes.
But it's not the fact of if you accept it or not. It's the clear acknowledgement that you can see that she changed. You can point to multiple noticeable different things about her features, her personality, the way she thinks. You can go to all three of those and be like, yo, she changed in every one of them.
Just because a character changed doesn't mean that it's good for the audience to actually enjoy and watch.
Thank you.
If she had, yo, that's all right. I'm done.
That's what I'm saying. They got it, bro. They got it.
Hey, I said I was staying out of this one.
You can't even point to 5 different areas Luffy changed, but you could point to 5 Sakura changed.
Tough, you're over exaggerating because I could give you 5 and you would not accept those.
Give me 5.
Even the ones I gave earlier, you don't accept.
He cared about his crew before the conversation with Jinbei. So that conversation with Jinbei didn't change shit.
Why are you getting so angry? Hold on. Why are you getting so angry, Tough? Why are you getting so angry,
It just reminded him that he had more to lose. But y'all, oh no, that's great development. That was not great development.
Because you keep missing context and points, and like Ruff said, the things that we listed earlier, you just don't like.
Don't focus on that. Name me 5 different ways Luffy changed. Give me one.
Gear 1,
give me
2,
one.
Gear 3, Gear 4, and Gear 5.
That's not character development. That's getting stronger.
That is development in his strength, and that's just one area.
That's not character development. That's power development.
Tough, hold on. Let me pause. Tough, you cannot say that's power development and not character development when that was also a part of the argument you had for Sakura.
No, I said Sakura's whole character.
Sakura became the strongest girl in the series.
No, I started that with her mentality change because she went from a help me, save me person to, all right, I'm one of the strongest people in the world. I started that with her mentality, not that she just got stronger. And if you want to say they just get stronger, that's development, then Goku's at the top of the list. Because he went from being a low-class Saiyan to the strongest gods.
Nigga, you talking with so much emotion right now. It's not that serious. Again, my point is
y'all don't see the cap at your,
again. My point
when Saitama came up, you went straight to let's go to Captain Glazer. But what y'all do for Luffy and everything Oda do, y'all just glaze the fuck out of it.
I'm glazing.
Hold on.
I'm glazing Luffy because I have Luffy at the middle of the pack. That is insane, nigga. Did I say Luffy was better than Deku? No. Did I say Luffy's character development was better than fucking Ed's? No.
You said it was better than Goku's.
Did I say Luffy's was better than Naruto's? No.
You said it was better than Goku's.
I don't have too much of a stake in that. When the Goku thing came up, didn't I just say, all right, you got it. Let's put it to a vote.
No. Because when the Goku thing came up, you argued me down talking about, Luffy had better development. And Joel had to step in and say, that's not what he was arguing. That's a fact.
In that argument, I said it. I wasn't arguing that. I was correcting points. Most of the stuff I've been doing today has been correcting some points. And throughout most of this, Shamar has been saying stuff, and I have been saying, I don't agree with that. However, I will point out this.
He has.
That's cap.
Zerker, have I or have I not been doing that?
You have.
Thank you.
Up to a certain point.
Ruff, you have.
And then when we went back to Goku,
I agree with Zerker. He has to a certain point.
When we went back to Goku, did I argue it anymore?
Yes.
No, I did
Yes.
not. No, I did not. No, I did not. Not at all. Not at all.
When I went back to Goku, you ain't argue at all.
Not when you went back. when somebody else went back.
Nobody else said nothing about Goku.
No one
until
else
Draco
said
something.
anything about Goku until Draco said it. And then I went back to it and I was like, all right, since it's more than just Tef and Joel, it's more people here, I'll just put it to a vote.
He definitely did.
Exactly. Shut your ass up, nigga.
Nah, nigga, nah. We went on a whole tangent about that shit, nigga. Y'all just don't want to admit it right now. Look,
What
biased.
tangent?
Hey, be like me, Tef. I be quiet, but I'm like, bro, when I go back and look at this fucking shit, I'm coming to cook, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you gotta take these notes down, bro.
It ain't even no need because we just had the conversation 5 minutes ago and they acting like they don't remember it. Me finding clips ain't gonna raise their denial no different.
Niggas just completely ignored it. All right, cool. Scar.
I got it.
We're here, Ruff. We're here on this, Ruff.
Good development. You can't get him into perfection.
Wait. Hold on. If you gonna put Mustang at good development, you gotta put on. You got Mustang up there, sharply built. You gotta put Scar in the same place.
I ain't gonna lie. If it wasn't for his father war, he wouldn't be who he is right now. I ain't gonna care.
You got a point.
Scar is a perfectly written character.
Come on, baby. You got a phone. All right, thank you. Come on.
He is not sharply built. He's a perfectly written character through and through.
What's
the next one?
Yeah.
That's a summary. Sharply built. Sharply built.
Good development.
Thank you.
You know it's crazy? Sharply built.
I say good development.
Have a little bit. It's a lot there.
Hold up, what?
I can have the same amount.
Oh, okay. I'll put it up.
Shiro from Fate?
I don't know that. That's on y'all.
Ralph, where do we put this nigga?
Not gonna lie to you, this nigga is going in the same category with Sakura.
Damn.
You wanted this nigga to go
I don't
higher?
care. Hell, I could care less. I got my one.
Wait, where'd you get it from?
This nigga from Fate, Fate Apocrypha?
Grand.
Hey, hold on.
That nigga from
Real quick. What was the defense for having Sakura there? Because I never heard a defense for having her other than I just didn't like her development, personally.
I said I was staying out of this. So
the person with the real bias that stayed out of it. The rest of them just chimed in.
I'll say it again. A character can go through development. Character development. Everybody on this list has gone through character development. However, if you don't like or disagree with how the character was written, then you don't like the development. So you don't think it's good development.
That's why I call bullshit.
So I think Sakura's fairly acceptable development. I wouldn't put her at all the way good, but it's just fairly acceptable.
Okay, that's your vote. That's your vote.
That's why I call the bullshit.
Who else voted for fairly acceptable for Sakura? Who else is that vote?
Shamar agreed.
That is me. I agree with
and
Ruff.
Zerker decided to step out of it.
Because if
So it's really just 2v2. If you want him to step in, this bitch drops down and could be better, nigga. That is literally me being unbiased. Putting her there.
That's the crazy thing about it. That you saying that's unbiased, and which is I'll say this. You know me, I'm calling straight bullshit. That's just me, but it's cool.
Nigga, if I put it to a vote, it's half and half.
Here's the thing.
It's half and half. With Zerker, it goes down.
It's going to go down because y'all put the personal bias in there.
All right.
I stayed out of it.
You don't like the character. That's the whole thing.
Joe, they have their own argument. I said me.
Zerker, you're the only one I understand. Zerker is the only one I understand.
But listen. listen, if I say, you know what, I don't like Naruto's character growth. I don't like his character development. Does that disregard the amount of character development he had just because I don't like it?
You did the same with Luffy. That's why he's had good development.
Exactly.
Isn't it not 2v2 on Luffy as well?
That again. Yeah, 2v2. It's 2v2 on Luffy also. The Zerker stepped out.
I stepped out of it.
So 2v2, a bias apparent. 2v2 with Luffy, 2v2 with Sakura. One is low, one is in good. I'm just saying.
Because Jeff, right? Because if I give my vote on Luffy drops. If I give my vote on Sakura definitely is dropping. I hate this bitch. That's why I stepped out of those two. I hate Luffy and I hate Sakura.
Circle on the last part on the intro, you said you love Sakura, and I do have that clip.
Bullshit. I ain't never said that shit in my fucking life. You
I swear, when niggas don't get their way, niggas start getting mad.
It's not even getting your way. It's the point of actually looking about it, bro.
Every time.
No, I'm just pointing out the bias. If it's 2v2 on Sakura and she's down there, and it's 2v2 on Luffy, why is he up there?
Do you know why it's 2v? Why I have Luffy there? Because Zerker never really gave any type of opinion whatsoever in regards to Luffy. He really stayed completely out of it.
Did. Hold on. Zerker did give a opinion. He said,
Zerker, what is? I don't want to hear Joel. I don't want to hear Joel. Zerker, what is your opinion? I'm asking Zerker. I'm asking Zerker. I'm asking Zerker. Not Joel. Not Joel.
Get this off.
Nah, Joel talk.
It's Zerker's opinion. Let Zerker talk.
Hold on.
But Joel was saying something before you cut him off.
Let me get this off. This is exactly Zerker. If you did not say this, speak. Zerker said, if I'm going off of Luffy from Marineford and Luffy from Wano, I do not see much character development.
He said he's slightly bearable. He said he's slightly bearable in Wano.
I'll give you my exact quote, right? I said if you compare Luffy from Marineford to Luffy at Wano, he is slightly more bearable in Wano. You can equate Luffy to being a 19-year-old with the brain power and mental capacity of a fucking preteen. He is that fucking annoying. But I didn't give my opinion because I knew for a fact I hate Luffy like I hate Sakura. I hate both of them equally. Actually, no. Actually, scratch that. I hate Sakura more. I was about to make a lie. I hate Sakura more than I hate Luffy.
And that proved my point. He made the whole point about Luffy.
And
he kept his bias out of it.
And my whole point is, if the voting is even on Luffy and Sakura, why is there a whole tier separating them? Why are they not side by side if the voting is even?
You know what, nigga? You know what, nigga? You know what?
You see better development in Luffy than you do Sakura.
Because you like Luffy's development more than Sakura's. Even though Sakura has a more noticeable development, you like Luffy's more, so you're putting...
What's more noticeable in Sakura's development than it is in Luffy's?
Tomorrow.